All right, so chat has voted for Black Coffers, a Black Coffers list 5-0'd recently in a 2022-04-15 league dump, and this is what it looked like. It had 61 cards and 15 sideboards. And yeah, we're going to give it a shot. It's got a couple spicy cards in here from the Black Coffers list. We'll see if they become valuable for us. Some things that are more typical going on is Profanes, a bunch of Urborgs, a bunch of Cabals, Expedition map as well to go find those lands. You either have Thoughtseize, Inquisition, Fatal Push, and March, or you have something like heavier on the marches and Fatal Pushes and less on the discard, but you usually have those. Cling is in here. It's a great draw spell. We have a Sudden Edict, split second card for sacrificing a creature, and a Shadow of Doubt, so I'm kind of interested how these will work. And then this version is the Golos one. Everyone keeps telling me, play the Golos one, play the Golos one. We'll play the Golos one, we'll see how it goes. This has a top end Ugin. I kind of would prefer this to be the 6-drop Ugin instead of the top end, but hey, that's what we got. Gristlebrand, Archon, you can go play those as well once you're ahead. Less Invoke Despair in this version. I like Invoke Despair enough, but this one also can avoid things like Leyline of Sanctity being a problem, so we'll see how that goes. Sideboard, bunch of Leyline of the Void. I think this is a smart decision. I love the Plague Engineer in here. And then we have a bunch of tutors for Karn the Great Creator. The one thing that I don't see in here is a Sundering Titan. I am disappointed in that, but we will try the list without the Sundering Titan. Do have a Curse Totem in here. This could be pretty sweet. So we'll see how it all comes together here. This is Black Coffers in Modern. Let's go ahead and run it, see how it goes. We just got ourselves done with a Jeskai 2017 list. That one's probably already on YouTube if this one goes up to YouTube. Let's get it rolling. Avatar Flying 2 for cumulative upkeep, gain control of a land you don't control. Gets +1/+1 for each land you control but don't own. That's a fun one. 7 mana. 2/4 is a little light to start with, and it's cumulative upkeep. I don't know about that one. Tell me that's not fun. Oh, it's fun. Oh, it's fun, all right. I'm not denying that that looks fun. I am denying playing that right now. Have I ever played a pure snow deck in Modern? Nope. Nope. Well, there are no lands. Would I? No. All right, here we go. We got a couple lands here. Got a Profane, got an Inquisition. I kind of like the Invoke more. I'm going to get rid of the Damnation here. We'll see what we can do with the Inquisition and maybe a Profane here. Spire Bluff. Spire Bluff. All right, are we going to have to battle Murktide again? It's a possibility. Let's go ahead and Inquisition. Let's get Spell Pierced. Oh, no Spell Pierce. All right. I think I take Archmage here and give him Considerate and Counterspell. While the Archmage is harder to cast, the Archmage has other text on it, and I think the Profane Tutor is going to just get countered anyway, probably in this matchup. I would rather it getting countered and not giving my opponent the option to draw some cards later. Opponent bins a counter spell off their Consider and takes a fresh card. Zigo, I think honestly, if you're good with a list, you can do all kinds of things. And I think that's definitely something that shouldn't be overlooked in Modern. I think right now red-white land destruction could do very well. We just haven't experimented with the list again. But I really do think it could do very well. We're gonna Thoughtseize here, but I'm gonna probably play my lands. The reason I'm gonna play my land is to play around a Spell Pierce here. If they feel they need a counter, they'll counter here. I can Inquisition. I happen to draw the other removal here. Feeling confident to do Thoughtseize first, then Inquisition. Maybe it should be the other way around, because I know about the counterspell, but I'm expecting them to fire off this counterspell. See what else we've got over there, possibly. Modern's fairly low to the ground, so I'd rather almost not take the 2 damage. That was at least the reasoning. And I have an Invoke to spare anyway for the Murktide. They have a Spell Pierce? They do. All right. This is okay. We're clearing out counter spells anyway for our big Invoke. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. Consider. Jeskai Murktide? I don't know. The way the Jeskai list just went. They did not bin anything, by the way. Play Scalding Tarn. Steam Vent shocks him. We're at 13. We have just Murktide with Spell Pierce backup. Oh, it's Teferi. Okay. Goes up with Teferi. Perfect. All right. So here we go get an Urborg, because then with the Cabal Coffers, we'll be able to cast... Oh, no, we won't, because Teferi is awesome. Counters Profane Tutor. I make 4 here, don't I? I'm 1 shy. Totally forgot about Profane Tutor getting countered by the Teferi's static ability. All right, I need 1 more land for Invoke to come off here. Down ticks with Teferi, draws a card. Plays Aspire Bluff, 3 unknowns. Looking for lands. That'll do. Gonna go ahead and try to burn this. We either get a counter spell or we get rid of the Teferi and draw 2. There's a counter spell, pass the turn. 2 cards to go. That was a 5-drop. If I can find an Urborg here, the Archon is playable, I believe. Fairy going up. 3 cards to beat. Misty Rainforest into play. 2 cards to beat. Top of the library is a... Okay. I can hit Teferi with this. I think I'll just go ahead and try. Should probably just have used the last one. Just trying to burn the march here for the Planeswalker. I don't want them to down tick and get another draw value out of it. They've already kind of drawn a reasonable amount of lands here. I'm starting to get a little worried that they're going to just start drawing action here. All right. Will Karn get action? All right. I don't know. Could take a Chalice. Could do a Nile Spell Bomb here to clear the graveyard, so Murktide's not too scary. Could get a bridge. Could just try to get Liquid Metal Coating. See if the last card's like a Bolt or something. Could just go get Golos. I suppose I'll just go get Golos, because that can get me the Urborg. Chalice is tempting, but I guess they seem to be a little bit heavier on counter magic. Or at least it feels like it so far from what we've seen. We haven't seen Monkey, we haven't seen Darcy, we haven't seen... Granted, there's never been a reason for them to bolt or Unholy Heat. We have a Golos, yeah. 1 Golos on the board. I'm still not convinced, but maybe this will be the convincing game for this little scout that could. How tall do you think Golos is? This picture makes Golos look huge, but maybe Golos is this tiny. Maybe this is just all perspective. 1 bolt. Dashing Monkey and some random unknown card here. So this kind of feels okay. Avoid Thoughtseize, please. We've already burned 2 Thoughtseizes, I think. Dang it. That would have been a fun one. That would have been a fun one. All right, play Golos. See if the last card's a counterspell. It is not. This is where like a Bajuka Bog could be kind of nifty. We could use the Bajuka Bog here. Let's see here. Or do I go get Urborg? Because this comes into play, right? Yeah, on the battlefield. So 1, 2 makes 4 mana. 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold on. Cabal Coffers activation on 2 will make 1, 2, 3, 4 mana, and then I have 3, 7, and then 8. So Bajuka Bog kind of hits the graveyard in a nice way. I think I'm going to do that. I kind of like the utility of this rather than getting Urborg. While Urborg gets us a lot more mana, I'd rather use Golos for the, like, this function here. And Bog gets rid of the Unholy Heat top deck that could kill Golos. I might have to just let Monkey go through if they have that. Extra white found for our opponent off the Scalding Tarn. Maybe they have Solitude. And Archon's still castable here. Because you use this 2 to make 4, and then this is 4. There's Ragavan, doing Ragavan things. I think I'd just jam Archon here. I don't know. Do I play Archon or do I experiment with Golos here? We say spin. I guess we can. I'm just trying to figure out how to tap it. I'm not going to hit anything like big here as a Thoughtseize. Woo! Thoughtseize. Hooray. Yeah, hooray. 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 I'd so rather have an Archon in play right now. Alright, they played a Scalding Tarn. I'm slamming Archon. Well, that sucked. Yeah, it did. It absolutely did. Here we go. Play Archon. Get the other monkey out of hand. Fatal Push this, end this game. Spin again now. That spin was a dud. Bam. No reason to spin. We have lethal on board. Play with my food. All the spins can't be bad. I will look 3 deep for those when we go to sideboard here. I don't believe there's a draw for them. All right. 1, 2, 3. I would have hit a new Golos and a Fatal Push. So I could have played a new Golos and killed the monkey. Yeah, Archon much better. All right. I have a feeling I'm going to make literally no changes here. It shuffles? Well, I mean, like, okay, yeah, it shuffles. I can't simulate a shuffle. No, it says exile top 3 cards. There's no shuffle there. There's no shuffle. It spins the 3 off the top. Submit. Submit. A lot of counters to get through. We'll get through them. We'll get through them. Yeah, I would agree. When they played that land, I knew it was just monkey in hand. Then you just go for it, right? You just got to get it into play. Got to get it into play. This is probably a no-go. While intriguing, the inability to do anything with my lands here is not ideal. Keep blindly. Fluffy, don't do it! Opponent mulled to 5. Well, we're going to be flawless. It's going to be flawless. They won't play Ragavan. That will not be their first play, because I'll kill it. See? 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 Oh, bobble. Whatever. Whatever. It's just a bobble. Who cares about bobble? No one cares about bobble. Oh, boy. All right, let's steal some cards. Boop. Don't care, Magus. You can be there, Magus. Don't care. Don't care. All right, opponent draws an extra card here with Bobble, trying to find some probably more lands, just like I am going to be. There's a new Bobble. Land for me would be great. We're doing the things. Doing the things. Do I profane here? My opponent's got a Magus. I don't think I care about the because of the March. I think I'm going to just profane. What's the worst could happen? Teferi. Ugh, concede. Try to get that off before the Teferi does show up. I mean, my opponent doesn't have white mana anyway, so next turn I can maybe map Thoughtseize, or I could map Thoughtseize, leave up March for a dashing monkey. Oh, that's white mana. Uh-oh. Probably just Magus, right? Just a Magus of the Moon, right? Yeah. Good old Magus. Good old Magus. Profane going down 1 here. Gonna Expedition map, and I'm gonna go ahead and Thoughtseize here. We'll take the counter spell. You can have more Maguses. I think this hurts them more than me. Not gonna lie. But if it's too much, we'll fix it. I'd love to be able to Karn and like take them off blue. It'd be hilarious. All right, opponent attacks me for 2. Obviously, the Thoughtseize got the counter spell and gave him another one. Clearly. All right, Profane coming off here. Pretty sure I just go get like Cabal. Who saw that one coming? Bottom, 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 bottom. Bam. Just Fatal Push it. Why not? Makes them want to play the other Magus. Damnation's going to be really good. Eventually. I'm helping them out. They choose not to play the Magus. Wonder why. I wonder why. New Profane. Off we go. Opponent doesn't play anything again. I see, I see, I see. We'll just pass the turn. Back and forth we go. Show me that Archmage Charm. I'm going to play Urborg first, I think. Right? Where do I get the Cabal here? Counter. Counter. Top deck land. Looks good. Go get a little Karn action here. Spell Pierce. We helped them out. Getting rid of that Magus of the Moon. We're good. We're good. We're good people here on the stream. Hitting the F6 button. Waiting for that Magus to show back up. Scalding Tarn. Fetch first, then play Magus. You got it, opponent. You got it. One unknown. It's Magus and something else. Heyo. Cabal Coffers. Ta-da! All right, pass the turn. We'll see if we can get a Golos to stick. Urborg does not generate anything here. Urborg is just a sad mountain. Dang. Why you do that, opponent? So it's kind of really tempting to just play Golos here and try to get the March and the Fatal Push to work. But I could also just Damnation this board. I like the idea of Damnation here. And then we'll just play Golos next turn. Golos is a guarantee. I like this. I like this line. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. Karn, the great creator. Glad I didn't Golos just yet. All right. I almost want to just eat their graveyard here. I feel like I could just go get a second Golos too. I mean, they're empty-handed. So let's just get a backup Golos. Be like, yep, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Golos, 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 Golos. This list is all about Golos, so let's make it happen. Oh, they're doing something. Big Murktide. Odd choice? Why is it an odd choice? Why are our choices so odd? There's no way for me to get the extra, is there? Eight. 4, 6, 7, 8. Doesn't quite kill. I'm afraid to wait on this, but I think I could exile push. I think I'm going to just play the Golos here and go get an Urborg and set up. Or do I get the Cascading now? I guess I have to set the Urborg first. Do I? Please kill it. I'll kill it. I'll kill it soon enough. Where's my Urborg? Let's just grab an Urborg here. We won't kill it here. We're going to kill it next turn. We'll be fine, right? You think they drew that counter spell? We're dead? Is that what you're telling me? Should have killed it right there on the spot? Yep, they did. All right. Hold on. Let's attack first. Play a Golos. See what they do about this one. Keep the new one. do a Shadow of Doubt. See what happens. Cling's a good one here. Let's Cling a Magus. Let's Cling Magus again. One, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Just Cling Magus again. Cool. We gained a lot of life there. We'll just pass the turn. And then we have Golos shenanigans with Cascading Cataracts and the March and the Fatal Push. They didn't counter the Clings at all. I'm going down a little ways here, but that's probably okay. Down to 6. 1 land, unknown card. Got double marches. I guess we'll just do this for good fun. Let's make all the colors of the rainbow. Colors of the rainbow. Whee! Guess I'll cast an Archon. Got a Sudden Edict, got a Thoughtseize, got everything apparently. I don't even know what to do. There's too many options. Play big card. Down tick. Pick something that's 6 mana or less. Probably, I don't know, Wormcoil? Sure, Wormcoil. Pass turn. Should have Thoughtseized. It's 2022 now. It's 5 years went so fast. Oh, there's a million things I should have done there first. But we played the Golos. Okay, Golos was decent there. Golos did things. We avoided the counter spells when we needed to. That was a better spin? Yeah, that was a way better spin. I even hit the Edict. The Edict effect, which was uncounterable. There we go. All right. Golos does things, apparently. We don't have this list in the deck list command. This is, ta-da, poof, in front of you. $61 cards. Recently went on Goldfish. 5-0'd recent postings. Plenty of people are playing the Coffers lists. Many versions out there. If you don't have your Coffers, your Urborgs, your Karn the Great Creators, Expedition maps, and probably Profane Tutors, that's what you need. Am I excited to go to Gen Con this year? I've never gone to Gen Con. Excitement level is on par with last time I went. Why'd you squish the derp? Zigo, don't squish the derp. Poor lizard. Poor lizard. All right, match number 2. Here we go. Oh, I can tell you exactly what to do. You just don't have to actually do it. All right, we're on the play. I end up ripping a Coffers into my opening hand, which doesn't tap for mana. But if I do get one more land, the Expedition map takes us to infinity and beyond. Let's keep. How bad could it be? How bad could it be, really? Chord, Ranger, Realm Walker. I guess I'll take the Ranger because it's like a version of Ramp. I'm excited to go to Coachella this year. It's elves. Land drop. We can wait on the Thoughtseize. If I miss a land again, I can Thoughtseize next turn. Technically, when they play Yavimaya, I'll be able to do the expedition map, so depends on what they want to do. They play a cavern instead. Help me out, opponent. All right. Do I Thoughtseize the Realm Walker? I think I probably do here. And just let my opponent work towards the Dryad and then the Yavimaya for the Collected Company. They play the Yavimaya first, which I think is a mistake, but I guess they have to in the Dryad. They can chord for another finale. Okay. I have a Curse Totem I could go get for this. Bridge and Chalice are options too. I get the Ranger. Get to use map and go get ourselves an Urborg. All right, how much do I make right now? 4, 5. Do I just play Golos here? Ramp one more? I don't think... I could go Pithy Needle here on Ranger. I kind of want to do that. Like Karn downtick Pithy Needle and prevent the Ranger from bouncing because they have just Dryad. All right, we just win here. Golos would mean Archon next turn. I'm a little worried about them Collected Company and then going kind of towards some combo. So I think if I were to go ahead and Pithy Needle the Ranger, they have to top deck a land, and if they just play Dryad, I then have the option to go down tick and go get like Walking Ballista and fire off the creatures. Plague Engineer looks hilarious. I don't have much to bring in, but that one seems good. Invoke Despair actually doesn't feel very strong here. Actually, we'll keep the one that I got. But Plague Engineer, Shadow of Doubt seems decent. Sudden Edict's going to be eh. I think the rest I go fine with Karn, so let's roll. Let's roll. I just want a Plague Engineer named Elf. Give me the turn 3 Plague. All right, I'll keep a hand with a Damnation. Keep. Seems all right against our opponent. Cavern chooses Elf. Surprise, surprise. Expedition, go. Let's see how much they put in here before I get to Damnation. War Master. Mystic. Makes a do. This is where I'm worried about like Court of Calling. Okay. You can go get an Urborg. I wonder if the Damnation is going to be too slow. It's going to be right on turn 4. Plays a Dryad. Depending on how they attack here. Yeah, they've got a Coco or something. All right, so we are looking for probably Plague Engineer. That's not a bad one. No, I haven't because I don't look at the spoilers. I don't really bother with the spoilers. I think in order to not like super die here, I'm gonna get rid of this card. And just hope that they can't kill me here, and then I'll get to Damnation. If I get to Damnation, I think we win. If they have a combo here, then I think we lose. Okay, it's not necessarily a combo here. It's a lot of mana, though. If they have a Finale in hand, I think I die. And 6 mana. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 mana. I guess Finale would be what? 9? X9? Because it's 1. Oh, now it can be 10. Okay, everything's big. Is this too much? 4, 8, 12, 16. Yeah, it's too much. This over here kills me too. I don't look at spoilers because I don't want to be spoiled. All right, submit. I just let the cards show up in Modern and then I deal with them. Most cards aren't impacting Modern too much. Let's play first. Let's mulligan a hand with no interaction. Yes, yes. Keep Gerselbrand. Go away. Vista. Let's take a card and let's have some fun, ladies and gentlemen. Got a Realm Walker, Ranger, Elves, and Druid. Turn 1, turn 2. So I'm going to get rid of the Druid because it makes them bigger. Yes, 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 opponent. They're gonna hate me, but that's okay. Oh. It's hard to do, but I think I do have to fatal put. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna let them dump their hand, and I'm gonna just fingers crossed they don't have something like +1/+1 to elves. I'm gonna get super greedy here. Come on. Just dump a few more elves here. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna look like I messed this up. Oh, I messed it up. I messed it up. Dang it. Dang it, chat. Dang it. All right, elves. Elves. Name them. Elf. Goodbye, board. Goodbye, board. Now, Realm Walker is a 2/3. I will give it that. It'll become a 1/2 here when they play it. We're not out of the woods totally yet. I'd like to be able to pop that one off the board, and then I think we'll be looking pretty decent. We can attack, though. We can attack. All right, Profane Tutor is sitting in Suspend Lands. Gonna probably need a land. Damnation is the oops button if needed here. They could do a Collected Company. Elvish Archdruid keeps things alive. Okay. Elvish Mystic Plate as well. Okay. Profane doing its thing. Technically, nothing will die here, so I can't really Fatal Push. I'll hope that they maybe double block here. They reconsider their double blocking. We'll just give them all their mana for now. Really wish I could get rid of this Realm Walker. That's really good. Regenerating others. Damnation at least prevents that. So it looks like we're going to have to Damnation here. So I just Fatal Push this? Or do I take 9? I probably take 9 here. Just because I'm going to clean this up. You think I push? It's tough. Get the coffers. We get to Inquisition here too. There we go. I'm just going to blow up the world. Not going to worry about attacking. Opponent's in top deck mode. We're in top deck, but not really. Nah, I don't need a swing here. 2's not going to matter. We know this. The oppression of Golos is going to have to do. All right, everyone keeps telling me this card's busted. Let's make it busted. Show me the future, Golos. Show me the future. Golos has won me every game. I don't think it won me that first game. There's a Ranger. I don't really care about that. Redraw for my opponent as well if they want it. All right. Spin time. No. It's really tempting not to spin. Because this is just as good as doing this, probably. All right. We'll spin. Chat wants me to spin. I'm sure of it. Spin. What do we get? Another Coffers. A Profane that we can cast. It's kind of cool. And then a Karn. All right. I guess they'll concede to the spin. The next spin was going to hit Bloodstained Karn in a Fatal Push. All right. Golos not bad, I guess. Golos not bad. I guess. 2-0. Would have been really funny to do Shadow of Doubt when they did a chord or something. That would be hilarious. What's interesting, one thing I didn't think about with the Golos is using the Golos and getting a Profane tutor is a lot better because you cast. You don't suspend, you just flat cast it. That's kind of an interesting thing that I hadn't thought of. What am I listening to? What do you mean? Chat here, always spin things. Love chat. What's up, Young Peasy? All right, we're 2-0, our opponent's 3-1. Hand is decent. I think I can keep this. A little rough to have the Bajuka Bog, but what are you gonna do? Interesting. Elvish Reclaimer can go get some pretty nasty cards. I think I want to march this away. We're going to march it and cast it with the other march, and then next turn I'm going to Thoughtseize put Bajuka Bog probably into play. I just want to clear off the Elvish Reclaimer. It's a nasty card. My headphones are for listening for notifications and other noises of the stream. No, there's no music. Tarmogoyf. We can deal with that. All right, Bajuka Bog, Shrink. Probably should have done that post here. Dang it. They're going to have an artifact down there now. All right, I did that a little bit out of order. They're gonna have a enchantment and land anyway soon. Not gonna worry too much about it. Tutor, pass turn. Luckily, I'll be able to damnation the tokens they make by the time the tutor comes off here. Maybe they'll Assassin's Trophy my Cabal Coffers. I don't think the Assassin's Trophy is. I think the Shadow Spear with a bunch of tokens to follow is kind of annoying. I could be wrong. I'm hoping to land here. Nice. Can't cast anything. But now with an Urborg, they might try to Assassin's Trophy the Cabal Coffers here. I have a feeling they're just going to make stuff and they're going to get a 0-drop like Mishra's Bauble. And then they'll probably do a Damnation and then follow it up with Golos. And while that, yes, gets rid of with the Assassin's Trophy, then we can follow with other big threats. I mean, I don't want to make this a combo. It's not a combo in my face. All right, we take 5, 6, 7, 8. Take quite a bit. Down to 6, but we're going to clear the board here. Look at our Urborg. Where's Urborg? There it is. Make 5, 6, 7. So I guess we just do this and we play Damnation. I was seeing if I could do something with Golos, but we probably can't. There's red, probably green, Cabal Coffers going away, possibly. And then we'll go get a basic. Unfortunately, we don't have quite enough to snag the Golos there. We feel okay, though. All right, Thoughtseize, what you gonna take? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana here. Probably takes the Golos, putting me 2 away from the Ugin. Fair enough. New Saga. Invoke would be great here. Fatal Push Unknown card for our opponent. They could Assassin's Trophy the Urborg, hoping... All right, we lose. Mill some cards. That's a great draw for us. We'll get the Cabal Coffers again. I don't think I have enough, though, do I? I make 6 right now. You know, maybe I shouldn't put that right into play. Fear of another Assassin's Trophy. Oh, double Saga. That's a little rough. That's a little rough. Nile Spellbomb and the Fatal Push. All right. I almost need a spot removal or a way to block this Saga token. We're going to draw. Exiling our graveyard. Makes a construct token. I can shoot that. It's interesting to use that there. All right, they had the Thoughtseize. Take the Ugin. We need a top deck. That'll do for a top deck. Make the most mana we can. Invoke them. I get to draw 1 here. Kills this, kills one of the Saga tokens. Saga lands. That's a no-go. It was good for us until they had the Thoughtseize they ripped. Well, right here, I want to have Invoke, but... Dothy and this. Expedition. Crack Expedition. get a Castle Lochthwain, play Castle Lochthwain, make mana, tons of it, use Castle, pray, cling. Cling gain 3 doesn't do it for me, so I need to draw a card here, and it has to be Damnation. I believe I have a second Damnation. It could also be a March. March might be enough. So we'll cling away the Urza Saga. Hit a Fatal. That is not enough, unfortunately, because they can grow here. What I'm going to do is go ahead and still pass and let them make a mistake. Like not make another dude or not attack with both or whatever. Also shows me one more artifact. Okay. All right, so we've got to beat green, black, rock. I really don't have a whole lot for this. I don't even think Leyline the Void's the right thing. And by it, I don't have a lot. I have plenty of removal pieces. I don't have like things to bring in. So I think we're just going to submit. I think that's the one thing I like about the Coffers list is more times than not, you're literally just submitting again. We have marches. We have invokes. We have fatal pushes, damnations. Cling to flash it back needs 4 cards to technically escape it. Sorry, 5 cards. I had cling and 1 other card. What you got for us, Rock? What you got for us, Rock? Of course I'd like to play first. I would love lands, too. I'm going to go for more lands here. I put one of these back, I hold one. That doesn't seem like a great idea. All right. Keep. All right, I'm going to shuffle them immediately back into the list. I'm expecting my opponent to probably Thoughtseize his first turn. And I was going to only keep 1 damnation. There you go. Clean, avoid the damnation, work our way up, and just draw the hotness off the top. That's the plan here. Ooh. Ooh, a little sneaky, sneaky. Give me the fetch land. Sacrifice a land, search your library? Absolutely, opponent. Oh, I'm not going to profane tutor here. Dang it. What do you want? What do you want? Profane tutor will be a little slower. Oh, I get to keep the Shadow of Doubt. Woo! All right, I'll keep it. Sounds great. We currently make 4 mana. Opponent has no doubt. They fear no shadow of doubt. Dang, we're going all for it, right? All right, we're probably going to spin the Shadow of Doubt here, hoping they don't get like a Thoughtseize. Opponent gets a Golgari Rot Farm. We can go get Urborg. We can do things with Invoke. We got lots of mana again. Why no Despair there? Tap 2, make 3, 4, 5. Just not interested. I know, it's symmetrical. Map Urborg. Okay, this is our plan. Play Urborg. Fire this off. Let him sacrifice a dude, then draw 2. Get the Fatal Push something too. I hate giving them Bob. Get rid of Bob here. Goif kills me? Yeah, we'll see. I have Wormcoil I'm thinking about going and getting. I'm not so worried about Tarmogoyf. Maybe I should be. Let's see what happens. I discarded Karn. All right, I need this draw. Ugh. No. No. All right. Oh, the next card was a Damnation, too. That's a bummer. All right, well, I gave them the Tarmogoyf over the Dark Confidant, and the Dark Confidant the Goyf killed me faster. So maybe it was just right to give him the other one. I need an extra draw there. We would have lost whatever if we played Karn there and down-ticked, probably. And then they would have just killed the Karn. I don't know. That would have maybe given me the extra turn. That's a bummer. Didn't really get to use the Shadow of Doubt either, like I wanted to. I wanted to use the Shadow of Doubt. Yeah, random discard got us a little bit there. I think we were about to stabilize too. All right, Jeff Skills is our next opponent. We have a hand we can work with. We'll keep. Mountain Aether Vial, so goblins probably. Goblins probably. Let's go ahead and Inquisition a goblin away. Hey, look, it's goblins. All right, Bogart, Matron. We got Kiki. Think I get rid of Matron here because Bogart puts it on top, which is slightly slower. You think shooting off the Invoke was better and then they just sacked the Elvish? Right? Because that's what I would have had to do. That's what was in there, Elvish plus the Dark Confidant. I don't know, how does that change too much? Maybe it does. Oh, they would have sacked Saga. I wasn't thinking about the Saga. I was looking at the creatures. No worries. It's a Den. That was a new card. Well, these aren't the cards I really want here. I want interaction. Thought Seizes, Inquisitions, Fatal Pushes, Marches. So my opponent's going to have a 3-drop here. They can put Bogart down if they want to. Not doing that. They end up top decking a Matron somewhere in there. Snoop is grabbed. So opponent can combo kill me this next turn. And I don't believe I have a way to avoid this. Question is, they have the Kiki Jiki in hand. Does that matter? Does it matter? So Aether Vial goes up to 3. They have an Expert on top. Bogart's going to be played. Auntie Havel. Reveals Bogart. We knew about Bogart. Plays Bogart. Puts Kiki on top, right? They have a second Kiki? They do have a second Kiki. All right, so they just get us here. Kiki, and then eventually they go get Sling Gang. All right, so Curse Totem is definitely good. We'll get that off Karn. Plague Engineer for Goblins. What is Snoop? Snoop is a 2/2. I guess I still bring it in. Take one Invoke out. Solitaire the Gathering. What's up? Thanks for the raid. How goes it? Curse Totem's going to be an interesting one. This has a shot at actually really hosing goblins here. Needle for Snoop? Suppose we could. You can also... I'm going to leave it how it was. Needle can get off Karn, and because we're on the play, higher chance for us to do that quicker. All good, all good. Nice. I rarely bring in Needle when I have Karn. I suppose my opponent does have Aether Vial, giving us another reason to have it in here. A little ramp can kind of help this list sometimes. Getting to 4 mana is usually very fair. Speaking of very fair. We'll keep this hand mainly because I have 2 Thought Seizes that should slow them down hopefully enough. And if I can slow them down enough, then we'll find the other pieces of the puzzle, right? All right. Couple Mog, War Marshals, 2 lands here, and Bogart. I'm going to grab Bogart here. Then we'll probably grab Bogart again when they top deck it. Cavern name's Goblin, right? Yeah. Somehow we missed the Aether Vial. Somehow we missed it. That's what they top decked. Sudden Edict's interesting. All right, map, Thoughtseize. Gonna take more than likely the Matron here and just leave them with Mog, War Marshals, and Pashalik Mons. Our Plague Engineer is valuable if we can find it. Aunties. That was the new card. Probably going to play one of these Mogs. Okay. That's 16. All right, can we get to Ugin fast enough? That'll be the question. Let's play another map. I guess if I just get a bunch of coffers, maybe we can get to Ugin fast enough. Right? That's the dream. I don't think I do a sudden edict here. I think we want like sudden edict after Ugin destroys the world. Let's Mog go. Planning to put Pashalik and Mog in. Bloodstained Myers. Fetches. We're not going to fetch here. I think my life total needs to be as high as it can be. High as a cloud. High as a cloud. 3 mana. Pashalik. There we go. It's got to be the Mog. I'm gonna hate it if it's Snoop. Okay. Tax for 1, I imagine. We're gonna go ahead and get ourselves another Cabal Coffers. All right. Play Cabal Coffers. Use these to make 4. Profane. Expedition map for another Coffers. And hope we live the turn. Yeah, Sudden Edict doesn't look great right now, but my opponent only has 1 card. As long as they don't get like a sack outlet here, I think we'll be okay. Vial goes to 3. Do they pay for War Marshal? We do have a ton of mana. Looks like they are going to pay for it. All right, that makes me feel like we won't just die here, which is good. Good stuff, good stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage, going to 9. All right, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. Plays another Vial. Karn the Great Creator would be a great draw. Profane can help us find that. We will draw infinite Coffers. I'm going to float all the mana here to play Ugin. I would only have 1 anyway. We'll exile to 3, it looks like. Okay. Yikes, they say. Yikes! Great Ugin has arrived. Alright. Got a 3-drop to drop in there? No. Alright. It's got to be Karn the Great Creator, right? Karn the Great Creator, and then just get something off of the top, like liquid, or out of the sideboard, like Liquid Metal Coating, and go from there. Got a 1/4, maybe a 3 or 2 drop with the mana. Land drop and 1 card to beat. 1 little card to beat. All right. Let's go get ourselves a Karn. Where is he? Karn the Great Creator. Land drop. That resolved. I feel like I just go get Liquid Metal Coating. Where is it? We'll just even play it here. And then uptick. Ping them. Have Sudden Edict and Fatal Push here. At their upkeep. We'll knock off a land. Looking pretty good. Should have this one. Probably a game 3. Probably a game 3. I would think a concession, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I don't want to show them Curse Totem if I don't have to. I could go get a Torp Orb as well. And Snoop. Good old Snoop. All right, and we get the concession. All right. They were looking for the top. I had the Sudden Edict to interact if they happen to hit like Kiki GB off the top, but then they'd still need Bogart. All right, I'm going to still play this in the side. We can bring, I guess, the Pithy Needle in. I guess Kling's not very good here. We'll save Torp Orb for Karn as well. All right, hand looks decent. Interaction galore. Keep. 7 to 7 in terms of hand sizes. Let's go. Leads with an Aether Vial. Okay, go ahead and play. Let's go to Inquisition. We got Skirk, Expert, and Matron. I think I'm going to take the Matron. I don't think I care about Skirk that much. I can Fatal Push it at some point. It makes more mana. I think the Matron's more problematic. I'll be probably firing off a Thoughtseize here. They can put both of these in, so it would be a Thoughtseize for one other card, which makes it kind of not worth it. That's a great draw. Now I don't even have to really do this map. So here comes Skirk. I am not going to DreamHack Dallas in June. I don't go to really any convention things. Huh. They give me the option to choose between these. I guess that's all right to give me the option. I'll take the Ringleader, though, obviously. Like I said, no reason to play the map here. We got the Coffers. We have the Urborg. Yeah, I've been to 3 GPs. They were decent. I just old man, I get tired. Old man, I get tired. Down to 17 we go. Another Aether Vial is the top deck. Expert Blood Crypt. Plays Blood Crypt. Expert in hand. I guess they're going to try to keep this for a Planeswalker. All right. Profane Tutor. That makes me want to go ahead and fire that off with Urborg played. Probably not even going to play this Bajuka Bog. We'll leave ourselves with Fatal Push, just in case. Just in case. Playing Magic all day is exhausting. Yeah. Old man club. I just get tired. I build up a lot of expectations, and it's actually usually more stressful. It shouldn't be. It should be fun, but I'm always stressed at the events. Bring your chair pillow and take naps. Mog, okay. Nothing too terrifying here. I don't think I fire off at anything just yet either. Now we have a reason to go ahead and get the map down to get more Coffers. I mean, I think I'm going to get Karn again. Because it's just an expert in their hand, right? That's not that scary. And I don't think it's right to kill the Skirk here. Get Engineer. Oh, Plague Engineer? That'd be pretty funny. It doesn't stop necessarily Snoop, though. I mean, Ugin's kind of doing that for us anyway. Magic in the real world is way more stressful. Yeah, I can't get up and travel 30 feet to go get water. Taking 3. Taking 3. Ouch. Ouch. Popping map. Getting more coffers. I could get a blast zone too. Could have done that. That would have been kind of a funny one to get. Blast zone on 1. But I think Karn's the right play. I really want to get this Karn. You want me to do Plague Engineer? All right, we'll do Plague Engineer. Five, 8, 9. Let me Thoughtseize first. What's the reason you find stress talking to random world on cameras versus going to convention and interacting in person? I'll answer that in a sec. But it's kind of more the stress of when you get there. I don't know. All right, there's nothing. I guess I'll Plague Engineer. You want to Ugin now? No, I'm Plague Engineering. Boom. Death. Chat wanted it. I'm doing it. I guess at the end of the day, you travel and you put all that money into going, and if you go with some sort of like competitive edge that I have, then it becomes stressful because you have a lot more riding on trying to do well to get to, you know, maybe day 2 or at least a reasonable result. And the stress is that if I go all that way and I don't get that, kind of sucks the life force out of you. All right. Well, we're going to play Ugin and just like pray that they don't combo me somewhere. Smack them. Smack them. Wham. In for 2. I could see making it more anxious for folks as well. I usually would have to go to the events alone, and that's stressful. Traveling is very stressful. Things are stressful. All right. Aether Vials and 4 and 3. Really would prefer Karn, but we don't have Karn. I'm attacking. They can't combo? They can't combo? What do you mean? They put Snoop in, they play a Bogart or whatever? They could combo. There's Bogart. Kiki. I don't know. It's looking kind of sketchy. This is looking kind of sketchy. I may have 2 fatal pushes, but they don't kill anything. Harbinger dies to engineer. I don't understand. What's Harbinger? You don't need Harbinger. It ETBs still. It dies, but it ETBs. So I believe I'm dead next turn, possibly. I really wish I had something that could sacrifice here, because right now I can only hit these for... Wait. Nothing's revolted yet, right? No, nothing's revolted. Oh, that's a miss. Ah, that's a real bad miss. No cards. Ouch. Like, if they found Snoop there... I guess they couldn't quite do it. They could do it next turn with the Snoop. You're saying the Snoop combo doesn't work because Bogart doesn't stay around for the second use of it. I think that's how I'm reading and understanding what you're saying. It's kind of funny. Each permanent with value. Try to kill Kiki. I have nothing to do here. I could Sudden Edict. Suppose I attack for 2. Just pass the turn. So Bogart happens. They reveal a card. I can edict myself to turn on pushes. I could. I don't think that's what I want to do. They're gonna put Kiki in, and I think I Sudden Edict them in response, and then they just have a 2/2 or 1/1. What's up, Calico? Yeet. Yeet. Thanks for the prime. So we have Kiki in hand plus some other card. Let's edict them. That gets rid of Ringleader. Nothing else should be able to be copied because I have Plague Engineer. What's up, Apex Gaming? So now I have a Kiki. Kiki can attack Ugin, but it only takes it down to 10. They choose not to use the Aether Vial. Secluded. All right, our turn. Just a Kiki in their hand. Let's gain 7, draw 7, put 7 permanents. Karn, Pithy Needle, map. Done. Name, Kiki, Jiki, sure. Bam. Down tick. Let's go get, I think I have a Walking Ballista. Play land, so we get more mana. Tons and tons of mana. Make a 9/9. Bam. Had to turn the red ball back on. opponent watches us. What's up, Jeff Skills? Sorry we're beating you. Get Ensnaring Bridge. I could have played another card. Could have played another card and got that. I had lots of mana, but I made a 9/9 Walking Ballista. Could shoot my Plague Engineer, Fatal Push It, Inquisition, Profane. We got it. All right, that puts us at 3-1. We got one match to go. Playing the Coffers list. Really, Calico, we've piloted it some. I mean, it kind of fits what we are pretty used to doing, which is the prison locking elements and stuff like that. This is the Golos one that Spike kind of popularized. I'm still not totally sold on Golos versus just casting a couple more invokes and doing kind of the same thing. I think we're lucky that we haven't run into anything that would get rid of Golos. Honestly, there just hasn't been that much that would have hit it. Unholy Heats would get it. Solitudes would. Path to Exiles. People finally start playing those again. All right, match 5. We tried to Shadow of Doubt someone. It was the Rock player, and they just didn't do any searching, so it didn't really happen. Gigantha. Gigantha, huh, opponent? Death Shadow, probably? Check it out, it's Death Shadow. All right. All right. I'm just going to let them live in the dark. 2 Darcys is going to be a bit of a pain to deal with. But we'll make do. We'll make do. I probably did. Let's go ahead and just get rid of this right now. I probably did. It's a quirky enough card that I would end up playing it. Ooh, a Thoughtseize. All right, they did rip another Thoughtseize. Probably after I Thoughtseize them. The exact turn after. So this is interesting. Karn can go get a new Golos. If they take the Golos, that's fine. If they take the Karn, we're a little bit further behind. Karn and Golos both will die to probably Unholy Heat. Can't imagine they take this Gristlebrand. Did they Thoughtseize themselves? Wait. Cast Thoughtseize targeting... Oh, no. This is the Surveil with a Shadow. Okay. I'm like, whoa, what's going on? No. That's Surveil. I think they take Karn here. All right. Go ahead and pop map here. Get the Coffers. Coffers played. We got super lucky. We get to Fatal Push. Only problem is Drown the Lock is now live for Golos, so Golos is probably not resolving. Even if it were to resolve, Unholy Heat gets it as well. Blood Crypt for our opponent. Maybe Gigantha shows up into their hand. We'll see. Long way to go for these cards. Gonna need some help. Gonna need some help. Probably would be good to flood some. If we could flood, that'll buy us time because we'll hit our land drops properly. Can be any land at this point. Bajuka Bog might be the best. Bajuka Bog ourselves. Blood Crypt came into place tapped. We top deck a Damnation. They leave themselves with Drown the Lock open. Like I said, Bajuka Bog is probably the best land to find here. We could get rid of our graveyard, I believe, and then Drown the Lock is not that great. Leaves them with only Unholy Heat. Here comes Monkey. Just one more land. One more land doesn't do a whole lot. Golos would get countered. Still can. Urborg was the top of the library. Luckily, we don't get that. All right. Doing the Golos things. Doing the Golos things. Bobble. Ragavan. Ragavan. They see an Invoke Despair. Invoke Despair. They can't cast it. Very lucky for us. I guess lucky for us, we get to play Golos into Golos. While the first Golos won't resolve, the second one should. Well, cast that Profane Tutor. Cast that Profane Tutor. Probably need something that kills Monkey. Or we're going to die to Monkey. Here comes Monkey. Ah! Ah! Karn. Oh no. Snapbowl Games, welcome to the party and thanks for the raid. How are you all doing this evening? They're thinking about playing this Karn. They're giving it a good thought here. They're like, I could play Karn. What's that do for me? It's Monkey Mayhem. Oh, they're thinking about doing something here. The Coffers list is sweet. It's interesting. Fetches and shocks. Plays a Death Shadow. It's a 1/1. Tiny. Tiny Death Shadow. Profane. Going down to 1 suspend. Top of the library is our own Karn the Great Creator. That was behind the other Karn the Great Creator. Shocks in a Blood Crypt here. Dashes in the Monkey. We've got a Death Shadow I can't kill right now because of Drown the Lock. Puts Giganta to hand. So I could Bajuka Bog myself here. Makes the Unholy Heat less interesting. Lets me cast Damnation. Could Sudden Edict as well. Sudden Edict would get rid of the Death Shadow as well. I think I want to Bajuka Bog myself. That way I can play some of the stuff I have here. And then I can Damnation away the Death Shadow pretty safely. I'm remarkably not annoyed at these really bad draws. Magic is a game of variance. Magic is a game of variance in which you may or may not draw the things that you need in time. All right, so now I have 5 mana here. A bit more. If I can get Gristlebrand down, maybe I've got a shot in this game. Basically, I need another land. Well, that was a swamp. Bye, swamp. Bye. I guess an Unholy Heat plus Ragavan kills the Gristlebrand. Buys me a turn for the Karn. Karn down tick for bridge is something, but got a long way to go for that to matter. Plays Giganta. All right. I almost feel like March would be okay. Oh, that's an interesting draw. So I have 7 here. I have to like stop this. Unholy Heat won't do it. Karn Bridge does stop this, so it's probably got to just be that. And just hope they can't somehow counter this. Hope they don't have K command. Hope they don't have a lot of things. I'd love to get Chalice on 1. Maybe I can do that. Like this next turn, if they go Monkey, just dash hit me. Hoping that they already have a bolt in hand. And then if they don't have the bolt, we can try to throw a Chalice on 1 and pray they never draw a K command. Archmage draw, make me draw 2. They could do that too. I mean, I think this is the only out, right? We already know they have an Unholy Heat in hand. That kills the Golos, so no reason to play that and just die and then they attack me. They have less mana. Ragavan, it's attack and they're gonna just bolt me, people. That's what's gonna happen here. I'm gonna get bolted. This is simple. Simple. Look, Thoughtseize. They can bolt me now. Thoughtseize, check if I have some weird thing that would stop them, and boom, bolt me. Boom, bolt. Bolt me, opponent. Unholy Heat's Karn. Oh my gosh. We're alive still. I'm alive. Go ahead, Thoughtseize me. Do it. Do it. The idea was Chalice then Golos, but that's not going to happen. They might take Gristlebrand here because it gains life and it's hard to kill for them. Golos can be killed by an Unholy Heat. Gristlebrand, Profane Tutor. I would take Profane Tutor, but they might take Gristlebrand. Goodbye, Gristlebrand. Goodbye, Gristlebrand. Okay. So Prismatic Vista can be played. Make the manas. Play the Golos. Luckily, I can get low enough that the bridge protects us. Like I said, they're close, though. We can get to 1 card in hand. Golos is going to go get a Cabal Coffers for next turn. Yes. Coffers. Suspend. Your move, opponent. After all that, fetch, shock, bolt. I would love to see a March in my hand because I could... Wow, they make a lot of no generic costs. All right. Blows up Golos. Okay. Did you get it? The W? By the way, there's 5 cards in the graveyard now. Drown the Lock gets this new Golos. So, I couldn't get Castle Locthwain, by the way. Getting Castle Locthwain, I just die by drawing with it, so... Need like 2 spells here. All right. I like just playing map here, getting a Coffers or a Blast Zone. I don't hate a Blast Zone here either. I don't have another bog. I don't think Blast Zone matters. Let me just get a Cabal Coffers here, play it and pass turn. My theory is that with the Profane, I'll just get a second spell and then try to do Golos plus the other spell. I just don't know what that other spell is. Maybe it's like Archon, maybe, and then I lead with Golos, and then I play the Archon because the Archon can gain me life. 6, 7. I want a double spell next turn, though. F6'd. What do you got for us, opponent? Nothing? Good. All right. Double spell. The Profane Tutor is one of the spells, so we'll see if they hit that or they hit the card that follows. Cast. All right, so they hit that. That's spell 1. Oh, that's a good one. Let's go ahead and Inquisition to see what else is going on. Inquisition was a great draw. Another Drown, so I'll take the Drown. We got just a Fatal Push to beat. Here comes Golos. Here comes Golos. Here comes Golos. Right down Golos Lane. I think I can now get a Castle Lochthwain for the future. Let's make some juicy mana here. See what we get. Go, Golos, go. Spin. Swamp, swamp. Marsh Flats. Well, I'll play one of them. We'll spin again. Oh, I can't spin again. I don't have another Cascading Cataracts. All right, we hit Swamp, Swamp, Marsh Flats. My opponent has a Fatal Push. A version that I play plays Torment. Another land. We'll jam that out. We'll spin for infinity mana. See if we can hit maybe Karn the Great Creator. Here we go. Making colors. Doot, doot. Spin. Stupid Golos. All right, there we go. Fatal Push. Bam. Sudden Edict. Get him. Ugin. Uptick. I can probably use Castle Lochthwain here, so I'm going to go ahead and burn it for 1. Unless... Am I afraid of a K command now? I'm just going to pass the turn. I don't have anything that should kill them. This avoids K command killing me. If they randomly got Bolt, I'd in response Castle. And with the Castle, try to find March. And then March, like Ugin or something. All right, Bloodstained. Make infinite mana again. Make these colors, make these colors. Got him. Spin. Golos finds. Yeah. All right. Archon cast. Karn cast. Map cast. There we go. All right. There's a March as well. Cool. All right. I don't think Leyline's needed here. Once again, I think it's just simple. Hit submit. Which event did Jeskai do well in? From 2017, we looked it back up. It's SCG Charlotte. SCG Charlotte in October of 2017. We took that list and ran it in 2022. Easy 5-0. Easiest, right? All right, we're up a game here against the Death Shadow. Match 5 of this. Man, I hate having this Bajuka Bog so early. We'll keep it, though. 2 lands, map, Fatal Push, March. We got something for us here. All right. You know what? I'm gonna wait. Something tells me they're gonna just start dashing a monkey in, and I'm gonna wait. We're in no rush. We want this game to go long. Long is the dream. Short game and we'll die too quick. Okay. See if we can Fatal Push that. Seems fine. Spell Pierce. We'll probably just march that off. And we'll work on what we got. Sudden Edict's kind of a nice follow-up here too, but we definitely will just go ahead and march this. Looking all right. Not the 61 main deck. Us 61 cards? We're 61 cards main. Ooh. 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 Okay. At the beginning of it, and so draw a card, then discard a card unless you attack this turn. I don't want to kill just this, right? Let's play a map down past turn. This will be a little bit interesting. All right, they're going to attack. Creature can't be blocked. Draws a card. Guess I go get Urborg is the first thing I do. Expressive. Double Profane Tutor. It's something we could do as well. I think I'm going to be using this map, though, to get a land. Top deck a land, maybe I'll wait. Alpine Moon. Good old Alpine Moon. So I guess I'll name Urborg. Name's Cabal Coffers. You got it, opponent. All right, there's a march. All right. Let me try to march here. Trying to march here just to clear the Planeswalker. It's a little bit pesky for us. We can play around Spell Pierce. And then I don't think I care about this hitting me once. Let's go ahead and map. And we'll go get, I guess, just get like Castle Lochthwain at this point. I don't know. Yeah, we can sack the enchantment at some point too. Just whether invoke would actually happen. I think I take this castle for now, though. Drawing cards is a great future that we have. I'm not that worried about that Alpine Moon. It's like the last thing I'm worried about right now. We'll probably Profane plus Sudden Edict next turn, although I'd really like to just pick this Ninja token off. Okay, Thoughtseize. Sudden Edict probably goes away. They probably have a counter for Profane Tutor. It's alright. Trying to make it happen. I think they have a Spell Pierce. Based on how they left one blue open and went ahead and played the Alpine Moon, with me having 3 mana, like, you could have waited on that Alpine Moon. Now, they could have also been afraid of a Thoughtseize of my own, but I think you could have waited. Takes Tutor. Plays a Death Shadow. Plays a Death Shadow. So, Expedition map finding Blast Zone would have been fine as well. We went Castle, though, because we're awesome. Let's do Inquisition. Let's get rid of that Spell Pierce that they have. There it is. All right, we have Turok as well. So Turok just makes me discard both of the cards. Spell Pierce makes it so I can't play the next card. I guess I take the Spell Pierce, let them Turok me, and Sudden Edict in response. They get rid of this. Then I just have to rip a brilliant one off the top. I mean, I don't think I can do the other card. They just counter and they're going to kill me in 3 swings here. I think I still Sudden Edict just to save some face here. They'll make me discard the last card now. And I need, like, Damnation off the top. Cling, huh? Cling, huh? See what we draw. It's a land, I get to go again. 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, I technically have 1 draw. By the way, the 2 Death Shadows kill me in 2 swings if I take the Turok, and then they just have a way to protect. It seems bad for the good guys. Are we the good guys? Are we the bad guys? Get that monkey. Get that monkey. Or get a, like a Croxa, Thoughtseize, Inquisition. Make me discard. Goes to 8, goes to 6. Crunch. That works too. All right, let's do it in game number 3. Submit. We play evil colors, but we're pure at heart. I see. I see. All right, I have a little bit better mana here. A little bit better. So such a 3/2 deck? What? What? You don't believe in the 4/1 here? You don't believe in our other 4/1s? You don't believe in the people's 5/0s? Map away. The pilfering player is always the bad guys. The one with the monkey. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. All right. Thoughtseize. Takes probably Fatal Push. Keep in mind that this map could get a Blast Zone this time around. bobble. It's not a bad draw. We'll see which way we want to take this game. Could go get an Urborg. Opponent's kind of low on time here. Decides not to crack the bobble. It's kind of interesting. I wish I had my Shadow of Doubt right here. That'd be so mean. Fetches and shocks. Finds themselves a Thought Seize. That's fine. We can always get things with the Abandoned Mire. I kind of think I'm waiting with this Expedition map. There goes Karn. All right. And a Death Shadow. All right. I'm going to wait. See what else I draw first. There's very little at 3 that I really want to do. Yeah, they can see what I draw. This is fine. Be mana efficient. Or super mana efficient. Look at that. Look at that. Mana efficiency right there. All right, Calco, thank you. Scalding Tarn, fetch, shock, make Death Shadow bigger. It's a 6/6. Gonna fetch with my Verdant Catacombs probably. Any follow-ups? Giganta to hand. Oh, nope. It's not Giganta. Draws a card. All right, so I guess I need to get Blast Zone here. I think it's the card that makes the most sense here. Death Shadow is being a pain. Turned off top deck Despair. This list does not have that many Despairs. All right, I'm going to kill Death Shadow here in combat so they don't attack. So that they would have to loot here. That is what they're doing. I can use the Abandoned Mire to get Karn back if I wanted to. It's a new Death Shadow. And a monkey. Seems kind of wild if you ask me. A lot of things showing up post Blast Zone. Lots of things showing up post Blast Zone. Let's see what we can do here. I think I'm dead. Wish we had another Blast Zone. Yeah. No luck, though. All right, we lose the last one. 3-2 with the black Coffers list in Modern. Interesting one with Shadow of a Doubt here. I do like the utility lands like Blast Zone and Bajuka Bog, Castle, and things like that with the Golos package. I think I found most of the times that if in a pinch you could have used Golos to find one of those. There's plenty of times where Golos with the Cascading Cataracts and the activation here just really, to me, didn't do a lot. I still personally would go for 4 Invoke Despairs over Golos personally. Maybe you put a Karn and you put a Golos in the sideboard. I missed Sundering Titan quite a bit. Being able to do Karn, Sundering Titan, and just kind of blowing up a whole bunch of lands, that kind of feels nice to be able to do. And when you're able to do that, usually you begin to take over the game. It's interesting, this one's 61 cards. I think I would drop this Ugin and play the 6-mana Ugin instead. I'm still not a fan of the Gristlebrand or Archon. While we did play these, I think these two could be 2 more invokes and you could still play the Golos then, if that's your cup of tea. Edict was interesting, though it's not a target. Almost feels like it should just be an extra damnation. I suppose it's nice against Murktide lists, so if you find yourself against a bunch of Murktides, definitely run the Edict. Cling to Dust continues to outperform, and yeah, it's a Karn list. It's I don't know. It's kind of interesting. I think the Shadow of Doubt makes me want to play it more just to see if I can get this to happen a few more times. But yeah, Curse Totem's cool. Didn't really get to use it. March is necessary because you run into fast decks like Burn or even Murktide or other things, and March blowing something up or blowing up a Planeswalker usually gives you enough time. You gain that extra bit of life. You can pitch like bad Thought Seizes or stuff like that in those specific matches, and then you're looking a lot better. I'd prefer actually 4 marches over 4 fatal pushes, because fatal push, it can't kill things like Yawgmoth very easily. It can't kill any of the Fury, Solitude shenanigans that happen. It can have a little bit of trouble, obviously, with Endurance, Urza, other Goloses when you run into the mirror. So to me, I kind of like the March a little bit better. Not to mention that March hits Planeswalkers. It's another version, though. I think at this point, what you need to do is take 4 Coffers, 3 or 4 Urborgs, Expedition Maps, Karns, and then usually Inquisitions or Thought Seizes, and then build the rest. If you want a bunch of Damnations to kill more creatures, go for it. Invokes, big spells, Torment of Hellfires, smaller spells, Lilianas. I think you can build it however you really want. You have the core components of the list. That's what gives you the freedom to build the rest. Just go ham at your F&M. Is it a GP style list? I think it still needs more iterations to figure out what would be the most perfect way to build it. And at the same time, I think this will stumble if you don't select the right meta. If you run into a few combo lists or control and you're big on the fatal pushes in the March versus you drop some of the Thoughtseize and Inquisition, it could be really problematic. Vice versa, if you do the opposite and you run a bunch of creatures, you're gonna have a hard time. Simple as that. It's very prison in that aspect. You got to pick the right thing. So until it's kind of determined, hey, this is exactly how you build it, and it's even enough that you can kind of hit both sides, it's gonna struggle on a couple of things like that. But it's a fun list. It's fun to play big spells. Feels very kitchen table. Feels very kind of Commander F&M style, but does pack a punch. So it's fun.